Hey everyone, I thought I'd make a movie about the upcoming patch of Path of Exile 2, the 0.2.0 release that is currently scheduled for the 4th of April at 12 PDT, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So there's a couple of things. First of all, they have an announcement scheduled on Thursday this coming week, on the 27th of March, to basically go through what this patch will actually mean. But the thing that I want to talk about is 5 specific points that I hope they address in this upcoming patch that I believe will make Path of Exile 2 a better game. So let's look at the first one. The first one is game performance. I think currently the game is still suffering from quite a lot of performance issues. That means crashes, that means the game slowing down when there are certain things happening on the screen. That basically means your FPS, your frames per second, dropping to a point that it becomes unwatchable, basically. I hope they address that in the upcoming patch. Just to give an example, I'm running this game on a PC with a 13th generation Core i9 processor and a RTX 4090 NVIDIA graphics card. The game should be running fairly smoothly on this system. I know it's not the most recent system, but it's still considered a high-end system that should be running this game without any issues. So there is a lot of improvement to be made on this side. The second point is utilizing unique items. The game currently has 268 unique items that are not being utilized in builds. If 10%, 15% of those 268 items are actually being used in builds, it's a lot. That means that there is about 90 to 85% that is not being used in builds. The unique items look really cool. I think a lot of thinking went into it, but the majority at this point don't have viable builds. I do hope they address this in the 0.2.0 patch. Point number 3 is crafting. Crafting basically is non-existent in Path of Exile 2 at the moment. Getting a good item or good gear is basically dependent on luck, RNG. That being finding an item, identifying the item and getting the modifiers that you're looking for and getting the values of the modifiers that you're looking for, or adding modifiers by running it through Regal Orbs or Exalted Orbs. Same goes for the Reforging bench. It's all a matter of luck. The other side effect of not having crafting in Path of Exile 2 is that there is a larger emphasis on trading. And that's actually point number 4. Trading or having an auction house in the game. Currently, trading is obviously done through a stash tab that's being set to public. And then you put an item up for sale, which then appears on the Path of Exile 2 trade website. This is obviously a very clunky process. You need to go out of the game to look for something. You need to whisper a person. And then you basically need to interact with the person to actually make the trade happen. The fact that you don't have crafting, this process should be streamlined. So either there should be an in-game auction house that basically takes out the whole human interaction of a trade, or you should have the ability, if you find a weapon that's mediocre, in some shape or form to upgrade it without throwing 50 RNG orbs at it. The other thing I heard is that trading is being discouraged by grinding your games to make sure that people focus on playing the game and finding the items themselves over trading. However, making it an external process doesn't prevent people from actually trading items instead of playing the game. So you can just as well optimize the process and introduce an in-game auction house. Number 5, which is the last one, is inventory management. GGG obviously earns money on selling stash tabs, which is perfectly fine. I totally understand that. I'm not debating that. But I do think when you buy a stash tab or multiple stash tabs, that there should be more functionality. I think the searching is already very helpful. I think it would probably be even better if there's like sorting functions, like sorting on item type or on item level or on rarity. I think would really benefit a lot of players. I also think it would especially benefit players on console, because using a controller to sort and go through your inventory is, from what I understand, very painful. Those were the 5 points that I hope GGG will address in the upcoming 0.2.0 patch. I do have an honorable mention that I hope they will include in the 0.2.0 patch as well. I hope they actually will include more group focused or guild focused content, basically meaning either dungeons, specific maps or specific bosses that can only be farmed with 2+ groups. I just think it will greatly improve team play, it will improve guild mechanics, and it will improve grouping and potentially small group trading as well. Please let me know what you think, and if there's anything besides the classes, the ascendancies, and the additional gems that GGG should be adding to the 0.2.0 patch. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.